They'll stay in their designated groups through the first 2 turns, then break for the pole in the straightaway. Here are your competitors. We're told Drew Bosley has shaved his mustache for this race to help with that be more aerodynamic.
He was rocking it yesterday in that fantastic 5,000-meter race in which he was battling with both Casey Klinger of BYU, who was runner-up, and then the eventual 5,000-meter champion Dylan Jacobs of the University of Tennessee. Jacobs, you know, we've already noted, of course, the collegiate record of Drew Bosley, and Dylan Jacobs was just under a half second from that collegiate record. So both those guys have run in the 7:36 range this season already. One thing also worth pointing out, 9 of the last 10 years, the winner of the 3,000 has either also been the winner of the 5K, happened 7 times, or the mile, that's been twice. So that bodes well for Dylan Jacobs. Now seeing him competing for the University of Tennessee after previously competing at the University of Notre Dame, where he not only won a 10,000-meter title, but he was also part of the Irish National Championship winning distance medley relay indoors a few seasons ago. And then, of course, Jacobs was a pivotal part of UT's SEC championship winning DMR just a few weeks ago. Had some fun showcasing his speed on the anchor leg of that relay.
So we can't ignore the altitude here. It will definitely play a prominent role here, but the athletes who have the opportunity to train and live at altitude, like the Northern Arizona group, Drew Bosley in particular, the collegiate record holder, certainly adapting to it better than others, the athletes at BYU as well.
I talked with Mike Smith from Northern Arizona, and he said that Bosley has just been absolutely laser focused this indoor season. That's why you've seen the success that he had in setting the 3,000-meter collegiate record. He said he's really brought a different intensity to how Drew has approached practice and the racing situations that he's had. Bosley was, of course, pivotal in NAU's NCAA cross-country success too in the fall.
Okay, coming around with 10 laps remaining. Let's step aside for a moment. 8 laps remaining, so a mile remaining in this race, and they're pretty well strung out now.
Duncan Hamilton of Montana State up there, up front, the fantastic steeplechaser. Was just 1 second from making the World Championship team. He was 4th at the USATF Outdoor Championships and the NCAA steeplechase runner-up last year, so brings that strength over here into the indoor season. Looking incredibly relaxed as we saw him in the 5,000. Dylan Jacobs, he's having so much fun and has just absolutely been on fire this season. As you're looking to the positioning as well, keep your eyes on Oklahoma State. A couple of athletes that they have in the mix, 3 different guys from OK State, among them Fouad Messaoudi, who set up the Cowboys championship winning distance medley relay with a phenomenal 1,200-meter leg. It was Ryan Shoppy who anchored that winning team. He is also in the field, 1 of 3.
So Dylan Jacobs, the tall countenance in the all orange, he's sitting back in 5th. It's Hamilton leading with Bosley, the collegiate record holder, in 2nd. Klinger of BYU, who is the runner-up in the 5,000, 3rd. Five laps remaining.
And this is kind of what we've seen from Dylan Jacobs all year long, not even just all year long, but going back to how he ran that championship winning 10,000 meters. He likes to close with a big finishing kick. When he won the 10K, he clocked in 55:45 for the last 400. And in each of these championship races that we have seen him in, he has clocked 26-second finishing kicks.
Just a half mile remaining now. There's only 15 athletes in this final as a withdrawal from Anas Asai after that mile. He decided to not run this 3,000 meters. Jacobs now making a move to get more into contention.
He's not going to surprise anybody with that kick at this point because of exactly how he already won that 5,000 meter. But there are a lot of guys up there, and they got to start staying out of trouble. You can see Oklahoma State moving into the rail, tripping up Duncan Hamilton.
Drew Bosley moving into the lead and slowing things down a little bit. That's what caused that bunch up. Jackson Sharp of Wisconsin there in second place. Messaoudi in third. Klinger there in fourth. And Jacobs is just letting all that stuff happen in front of him. He's in that front group of 7 runners as they're coming around with just 2 laps remaining.
After going all in on the distance medley relay, now you see Oklahoma State getting right into the thick of it as well, over 3,000 meters with 2 in the top 5.
Messaoudi making the move to get into second. Bosley, Messaoudi, Sharp, Klinger. Jacobs struggling to maintain contact. At 5,000, taking its toll. At the bell, it is Bosley in full sprint. The collegiate record holder is going to try and take this thing. Messaoudi trying to respond, as is Sharp. Klinger doesn't seem to have it. Doesn't have another gear. Bosley, Messaoudi, and Sharp. And here comes Messaoudi. He shifts into another gear. And Bosley passed on the straightaway again. Ends up runner-up in the 3,000. Fouad Messaoudi, 7:48.10. In these conditions is pretty darn good. So Oklahoma State winning the DMR. Now they have the winner in the 3,000. And other scorers as well. Alex Meyer getting 5th place for the Cowboys. So when we return, just one event remaining. The men's 4x400.